Hi everybody, you've missed me. I'm That One Scot, and I'm back to another reaction video. I took some time away because I needed a wee bit of time away from doing all this to just not think about it, because I'm kind of working between the book and this. It was really hard to keep to them because they're two different psychologies. But I decided to myself that I would definitely get something done this week and get it uploaded as soon as possible and just see, you know, get myself back into the swing of things, because there came a point where it was the process of making these videos, of getting them edited, getting them done, was annoying me, and how I want to upload was annoying me, and I just needed a wee bit of time to step away first before coming back into it. Anyway, away from all that, after that sad shit, I'm doing this video which is the Hodge Twins. You'll be able to tell from the title, it's Hodge Twins I Don't Understand Girls. So I'm kind of curious as to what this individual, his email is to the Hodge Twins, because I think this could be funny, really funny, considering it's them, it's bound to be. So I don't remember who requested this, or I'm sorry for that. I'll put your name in the description to thank you, so you can at least look there now if you want, and you'll see the thank you. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with this. And here we go in 3, 2, 1.
Come back a little bit more. Too much face action. Yeah, come on over a little bit like this. Title of this email: what does she want? It's pretty fucking vague, don't you think? It could be anything. Let's think about this. It could be clothes. It could be jewelry. How about reading the fucking email? Hey, Hodge Twins. Hey, bitch. Why does it smell like asshole in here? My name is Noah. I'm a 19-year-old male, and I work with this 18-year-old girl. She's fun to be around. Yep. Well, ain't that fucking sweet? You about to say something? No. I'll say it before after you get done reading that email. We flirt at work, and she plays that touchy shit all the time. You ticklish. Y'all some fucking kids, man. We get lunch after work sometimes, and a few times we hang out outside of work, but not very often. They doing that touchy. Stop touching me, bitch. Fucking kids, man.
These fucking two.
She is confusing me though. Recently she says she wants to hang out and stuff, and we arrange a day to hang out. Okay, I'm following you.
Alright.
I text her on that day and she doesn't reply. Then she'll post on social media saying she's bored a few hours later. What? What'd she say? Let me say it again. Say it again. I wasn't paying attention. She is confusing me though. Recently she says she wants to hang out and stuff. And we arrange a day to hang out. Okay. I text her on that day and she doesn't reply. Then she'll post something on social media saying she's bored a few hours later.
Well, she's got a very low attention span. Oh, she's
then we get back to work. She continues to flirt with me and says she wants to hang out, and it seems like a constant cycle. What do I do? Is she interested or is she bullshitting? I'm confused. She blue balling your ass, and she's got another dick in her mouth when she's not talking to you. That's what it boils down to. She got a whole, matter of fact, she ain't got one dick. I'm thinking this girl got about 3 dicks on the side.
I was going to say 10.
And she just teasing the fuck out of you because it makes her feel good.
Yep.
Can't nobody be that fucking stupid.
Heard this before.
I don't know if she got a bunch of dicks on the side. Well, what is it? She might just be a fucking stupid bitch. You ever think of that one? There's a lot of them out there.
Yep.
Yeah, it could be it too. Look here. Is she bullshitting? Oh yeah, she's the king of bullshit. You asked me, is she bullshitting? Oh yeah, she bullshit. What's the definition of bullshit? What is it? What she's doing to you right now, that's the definition of bullshit.
Nice twist there.
That's what it is. I can't really put it into words, but what she's doing to you, It's bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah, man, life's too short, man. You young, man.
Yeah.
See, the thing is this, man. You young, you never experienced this before. But it's a lot of girls at that age, they stupid as fuck. They don't know what they want, and sometimes they know what they want, and they lead you on while they got about 3-4 dicks on the side. I'm thinking she ain't got no dicks on the side. She's just immature young girl, and she likes the attention and makes her feel good. She's not ready to take that step, right? She's not. She likes you,
I think it's better complicated
right?
than that.
But she's not willing to take that next step and put that dick in her mouth.
I think it's a shit test.
That's a huge step, man. Some women can't get over it. And I'm thinking she's one of them. Fuck out the way. Let me say something. I just think what she gets out of it makes her feel good.
Could
right?
be that.
That's why she fucks with you. She has no intentions of fucking around with you. Yeah, she ain't just makes her feel good. She's bullshitting. And you a dumbass for letting her keep doing it to you. Yeah, man, don't let no do it to me once. Do it to me twice. Do it to me 3 times. No, that's not how it go.
I did.
You fool me once.
Fool me once.
Then shame on me.
Fool me twice. Shame on you.
Wait a minute. Shame. You fool me once. George Bush. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Then shame on me. Fool me 3 times. I'm a dumbass. And that's what you are. Fucking dumbass. Keep it 100. Keep it moving. Fuck this goddamn girl. Ah! Demon God. Demon sucking me off. Bitch, this fuck. Wait a minute, bitch. You gonna break me in half. Ah!
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm just going to dive straight into the conclusion. I'd said that it seemed a bit more complicated. It could be a complete shit test that's just thrown at the guy. It could be just testing him to see if he's man enough for her. Because there's some women out there who have this mentality where they like to test men to see if they are man enough for them. And for me, this is a complete and utter joke. That's a bit like men testing women in some type of way. Testing her to see what she's like around animals and children, to see if she's woman enough for them. And or like us playing some type of sick joke on them, like claiming to be our shit, to see if they nurture and care for us, just to see if they're women enough for us. So aye, she could be one of these types of women. I personally I don't waste my time with the type of women. I can't be arsed with them. There's a video I'm planning today to talk about a few subjects that kind of bring this in. One of which I was thinking about doing another one a day, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to do another one a day, so I might not do it, because it was actually playing into something. What I did is put a link in, comment in the section below if you would like me to just give my opinions on certain things, because this might backfire on me, because I guarantee there's always, it doesn't matter who you meet in life, there's always something that you disagree with them saying, and I've been very, very tempted to do a video giving my opinion on things and just saying what I think about things. In terms of this, I think that video was, they gave some decent advice there. They figured it out quicker than I could have. I would have said she's playing with you, she's just fucking about with you. One thing about women, or we'll just say girls, I think it's condescending to say about women, but one thing about girls is that while they're immature they play games, and they play games that are unfair to guys, because if guys don't, it's a bit like this, right? The way some lassies play games, the way some women play games, is that it's a bit like you downloading a game onto your PS4 or whatever it is you play, and you go to play the game, and you want to go to settings to see what the game controls are, to see what buttons you press to make the thing work, right? However, with this game, when you go and try and go to settings to see the controls, or you go to find out if you can adjust the volume and shit like that, and or change things about how you work with the controls, and what if you're playing analog and that, the way women play these games in some cases, and there's men who are bastards too, I'm not giving them anything, but I'm just talking about women in this situation, right? Women, in terms of the mentality, especially when they're young, sometimes when they're older, is that for you it's like playing a game where the only instruction, the only option you have is to play, and you just have to figure the shit out for yourself, and if you're lucky you might unlock advice, but there's sometimes you don't learn because it's not obvious to you, it's not something you would pick up upon. And with the guy who sent that email, he's been played, I've had this before, where a lassie will fake show feelings towards you, and will talk to her friends and then come up to you and that kind of thing, and they'll do this just to test you, they'll do this to get a reaction, because some people, male or female, in this case female, enjoy people going through a pain. They enjoy making people suffer, they enjoy confusing them, they enjoy throwing them off the game, they enjoy all this. And in my opinion it's pretty sick. I don't believe in making somebody suffer for your entertainment, a good thing. And I'd say the only time somebody really deserves to suffer is if it's something like their comeuppance happening. Sometimes that's about the only time I'd say somebody else should. But if you watch kind of like anything that comes out in television shows or films, usually what the comeuppance is for somebody isn't that much a comeuppance. The best example was Wolverine Origins, where the guy, after shooting Wolverine with an adamantium bullet in the head, the lassie's lying down and she gives her persuasion powers, and I'm thinking to myself, well, he really wants to suffer, so the greatest thing she can do is make him self-harm like a motherfucker. It's one of the best things she could do, and there's probably a list of things you could think in there yourself. However, that's not what she does. She asks him to walk until his feet bleed and then keep on walking. You heard that right. She wanted him to walk until his feet bled, and that was his punishment for experimenting and torturing mutants through the years. Yay, she'd be great as a judge, wouldn't she? In fact, the writer who wrote that line would be brilliant as a judge. This is reasons why I don't believe that crime should be handled by people who are too sympathetic. For example, I don't know if you've noticed in America, especially if the American YouTubers who watch me right now, I don't care whether you're left, I don't care if your politics are left or right here, I really don't care, right? One thing that's kind of put me off and has surprised me about America over the last year or so, say 2 years actually, has been the amount of protests at colleges and universities from students concerning speakers that don't want to show up. Now, you do not have to be the biggest fan of Ben Shapiro, Milo Yiannopoulos. You don't have to like any of them. You don't have to like Jordan Peterson. You don't have to like a single one of them. But to hold somebody against their free speech, that tells me you should not be allowed to decide a thing. If you cannot respect somebody else's freedom of speech, and because you might learn something from them, that's what the whole point of freedom of speech is there for, is to give somebody the right to speech that may be unpopular to others. Because sometimes it helps to hear somebody else's point of view. Now, I'm using one example for a film, and I'm using a further example of those kinds of people as far as I'm concerned, who they are, right? I'm the kind of person that believes that when somebody is going to get a comeuppance for something they've done wrong, they should get a comeuppance, right? But it's got to be proven that they've done the crime first. In the case of the film with Wolverine, it was very believable that the guy had done it, because it was Stryker, that was what it was. And I'm not the biggest comic book fan, or it was just a film I watched. And what I've never liked are people who enjoy making others suffer. Never liked it. It's never made any sense to me. Okay, you make somebody suffer because you're a sadist. Well, fucking done. Life is outstanding because you exist, right? When That's the reason why people want me right, because we get to put across points of views that you wouldn't get in television. See, this is why I don't watch television much, because it offends my senses. It actually offends me, and it offends my intelligence sometimes. I'll give you a tip, right? Watch any soap you want and tell me if you don't see this, right? The main characters, most characters in programmes, especially soaps, tend to be men who are complete fucking idiots and need women to tell them what to do. Men who are what was the other one? Men who are too nice and get trampled over, or men who are complete and utter bastards who always seem to get the women, right? Now I use the women as an example because it's a good identifier as to where these guys stand in their social standing. When you have those types of characters in there, look at who the women are after that. They're either women who are just looking for that man, or they want to change that man, or they're smarter than the men. But you very rarely get a woman who's, well, I probably should say that, but you do get women who are so idiotic it makes you want to just say, fuck that shit, I deserve better for myself than this, which is why I miss Breaking Bad and programmes like that, right? When you have those types of things that have been promoted, that is what I personally don't like to see. I don't care if anybody can question me about it and say to me that I mean, people disagree with me, that's fine, but to promote certain types of characters because that is how you, I mean, these are the writers and the producers of the programmes that are doing this kind of thing. Now, why does this connect back to what I was talking about? Because I don't believe realistic versions of most people are presented through television. Despite how good some storytelling is and despite how clever some characters can be written, I don't believe entirely that they're written and promoted the way they should be. In other words, if you watch a criminal programme, you'll get the true nature of a criminal, right? And you'll get the nature of the people who are trying to fix it as being these kind of great people who you'd love to have in your life, that type of thing, right? When you deal with real life, you tend to deal with more people being more honest in their nature. You don't tend to get the kind of things you can see in the outside world around about you tend to be more you don't really get to see a lot of reality in fiction, is what I'm really trying to say there. You don't tend to get too much of a situation that's more believable to yourself, something you maybe I'm just misreading the whole thing, but in my life, right, and me personally, I don't see a lot of characters in television that I can identify as personally. And when I see what is being identified out there, I think, wow, are they trying to say people are this stupid, or are people this stupid? You know, I'm not saying people are completely dumb, I'm just saying that if I watch a programme, I don't want to insult my audience. Yes, you can have characters there who aren't as clever as you know, yourself or they need to be, but you can have things that are interesting to watch at least, or more believable. I mean, I like characters who grow and become better than they were. I like that kind of character. What I don't like are characters who recede back or stay stagnant, stay the same way, which is why I can't stand soaps, because they always mostly stay the same way, or they learn their lesson eventually, and it doesn't really, and it takes them about years or maybe months to whatever, but they never really learn very quick. However, anyway, back to subject matter, because I managed to get on a tangent now. Yes, I've never liked people who play games. I had this in the past, and it's never a nice thing. What I had in the past was somebody who treated me like shit, who basically played in my emotions, and I decided to get the fuck out of there no matter how, and it hurt. It really did hurt, but I had to walk away, and that's fine, and I'm better for it. I feel better for having walked away, because sometimes you've got to do things to benefit yourself, and this is where I connect with this guy. I would rather he walk away and better himself and get the better out of himself and find something better, because she's eventually going to look back on that and realise, you know what, I made the biggest mistake in my life there. I shouldn't have played games with him, I shouldn't have done all that, and now I've threw away a great opportunity with that guy. She should have thrown it through me, but she didn't, because she's a fucking idiot. Or maybe there's something he's not telling us, I don't know. But that was great for them. That was a great video for the Hodge Twins. They did a good job with that, and I can see myself reacting to my videos of theirs in the future, but I think I've ran up a way enough time in this. I think it's closer to 20 minutes than anything else. Anyway, So if you like the video, please like, share it and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you later. Bye.